Wednesday, dreamers. As always, another blessed and grateful day. Rise and shine. Today's topic, as you can see, we're getting into the circumstances definitely do not determine our potential. I'm going to give you a couple of stories, give you some perspective. I believe it's needed. Perfect time in quarter four to really go ahead and get intentional about this 90 days. So let me know, how's everybody feeling for the day. Let's get a little bit of gratitude down below. Grateful to be alive. Grateful for each of you, for the dream team, for the community, for God, for the access. And actually, these next couple of days, we are heading out to Guatemala, as many of you know, to help out the kids, to give back to the orphanage, and to really get some third world perspective. Anytime I ever go out of the country, especially to third world countries like this, I know you never come back the same, because there's something that is called the law of relativity. What might seem like it's tough here, we're struggling on this side, is absolutely nothing in comparison to what some are experiencing over there. Some of them, they don't have food, they don't have clean water to drink, they're going to sleep with 7 children under a tent and there's holes. It's raining, they're getting soaked. That's the life that some of them are living on that side. So again, I'm more than privileged to be able to go with the GOAT, Mr. Carruthers, to assist them in this amazing legal cares organization that he's been able to create. This is actually fully partnered with Legal Shield now. So it's a blessing to see. He's been able to build $2 million libraries. He's giving back to charities over in Guatemala. This is the things I've dreamed about. Ever since I've gotten in the industry, I've always looked at some of the great billionaires. Some of them said they spent the first half of their life making it so they could spend the second half giving it back. So I love that. It's exactly what Brian's doing, leading by example. So that's part of what my topic is for today, okay? Circumstances don't determine your potential. Now, when you look at success, it's interesting how if you pay attention, you're going to see a lot of different stories where people didn't have the greatest backgrounds. Some of your favorite athletes, your favorite artists, some of the greatest movie actors that you all have seen, they didn't have great backgrounds. Rocky Balboa, I'll give you guys a couple of examples. He was so broke. I don't know if you guys know this. Before his whole Rocky series, he was so broke in Philly, he had to sell his dog just to be able to afford to live. And it's funny enough how after a couple of movies, he actually went out to go and try and buy his dog back. Oprah Winfrey, J.K. Rowling, right? The famous movie Harry Potter. She got rejected over 50 times trying to put out her famous bestsellers. We'd go on for days. KFC. The guy didn't create KFC until he was 52 years young. So there's stories for days. And then even talking about our company, there's individuals like Troy Hopkins sleeping on an air mattress back in February. Fast forward 6 months, he cleared $250,000 ring. So when you really think about it, what do all of these different stories have in common? You start to notice something. Their circumstances didn't dictate their potential. What was inside is completely different than your external environment. Even for me, when I was graduating college, I was $30K in debt, had no job, living out of my car, and I had aspirations of being able to travel, being able to give back, being able to actually find a service that we can really be able to help people. And fast forward years later, we have been able to travel all over the country, outside of the country, impacted thousands of lives, and we're actually partnered with the GOAT. The top 5 in the entire industry of what we're doing, and he's put us under his wing. So all of these different circumstances could have led me to a point where I don't think I can make it. My family didn't believe in me. My best friends, no one could see what I saw. So it's easy to go ahead and give in to excuses, but it's also easy to go ahead and tell ourselves why we can't do it. So another piece I want to tell everybody for today, 3 things when it comes to really digging into how did all of these successful individuals get out of these circumstances. They had 3 keys, 3 pieces that I've noticed they had to come. Number 1, they had courage. I'd be lying to you if I told you it wasn't going to take courage along this journey. Number 2, the second biggest key that they had is discipline. They say success is nothing but boring disciplines done over and over again. It's not the most exciting thing to go work out every single day to build your body, to go ahead and get fit, right? But these are the compounded steps that lead to go ahead and building a nice physique. Same thing with building our finances. It is the daily disciplines that end up adding up that people end up looking, oh, how are you speaking on stage? How are you impacting so many people? But they didn't see the late nights, the early mornings, taking notes, learning, getting on Zoom calls while nobody else was watching for weeks and months, sometimes years at a time. And number three, the third key that I've realized that they all have in common is determination. Determination. They have what's called tunnel vision blockers on, just like a horse race. Why do you think horses wear tunnel vision blockers? It's because of all the noise in the stadium. Everything happening on the left, everything happening on the right, they can't even see it. You know why? Because the tunnel vision blockers, they block their peripherals. Meaning we all have things in our peripherals in life where it's easy to get distracted. It's easy to get distracted by the wasted Wednesdays, the thirsty Thursdays, the family telling us maybe this is not going to be able to happen, all these different things. The health issues maybe with somebody, maybe your grandparents. We all have it. Lives, I get it. But these three things, if you can really last through the storm, there's a reason why there's always a rainbow after the storm. Because when you really study great leaders, you know what they say? They say you cannot be trusted unless your faith has been tested. You can't be trusted unless your faith has been tested. And here's why that is. Because it's easy to get lucky. You can get in a great position. Anybody can go ahead and get blessed. But the real question is, are they really grateful for the money? Are they really grateful for that position? And are they ready to go ahead and take on that responsibility? You see, with great power, famous saying comes what? Great responsibility. So I believe we're exactly where we need to be right now. This is the perfect time to really go ahead and assess, if my team duplicated what I did today, what would my organization look like? It's always a question that I'm asking. Something that Brian Carruthers always asks himself. So think about your circumstance, even if you're living in a trailer, right? I've been in some of my students, even RVs. And it didn't matter though they were living in an RV, because when I would go in there, they had notes all over the place. They had affirmations. They had their goals written on the mirror. They had a goal card that they could pick up and read while they're brushing their teeth. Fast forward later, I've been able to watch that individual travel all around the country living off of his phone. Now he's a digital nomad. He lives in Thailand now. So again, it doesn't matter our circumstances. What matters is believing in the potential that's inside. So that's my three things for you for today, fam, and how you can really break out of the imaginary box that we might have created for ourselves is three things: courage, having the determination, knowing that we can do it, and the discipline. No matter what gets in our way this next 90 days, we are going to create a year like nobody has seen in 2026. But the key is, it starts now. So if you guys are ready, if you're ready to go ahead and run on this journey to step into the highest, best version of ourselves, running into the new year, let me see some threes down below. Drop some threes, smash some threes, and let's go ahead and start the wave. You know what they say? When you light yourself on fire, the world will come and see you burn. And with enough of us lighting up together, there's going to be a smoke so big that all over the country, people are going to be wondering, how are they so excited? What is this community and how can I be a part of it? So I love you, fam. Anything you need, you already know I've got your back. And remember, we can be, do, and have anything. We can hold it in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. It's game time, fam. I'm heading out to Miami. Then we're going out to Guatemala until Monday. I'm excited to give you guys some content. Any questions, you already know. Coming back with some sauce. Stay tuned. Let's go, fam.